Under a sky heavy with gray clouds, rain begins its mournful descent upon the aged roof of the grand mansion. A gentle wind whispers through the trees, their leaves surrendering to the season's somber mood. The mansion stands in silence, its darkened windows like eyes reflecting the stormy sky. Each raindrop seems to carry a secret, tracing paths down the weathered stone. The air hangs heavy with unspoken stories as the mansion braces itself against the relentless rain. In the opulent office, marble gleams under crystal as Paul Kagame faces President Habyarimana. Imported roses scent the air, a stark contrast to the tension palpable between them. A mahogany bookcase looms, silent witness to the unfolding drama. The opulent setting belies the weight of unspoken words and hidden agendas. Inside the mansion office, Paul Kagame unveils his drainage plan to Juvenal Habyarimana, his expression intense. He elaborates on the carefully chosen young individuals executing the plan within Zaire's bustling cities. Kagame's eyes gleam with conviction as he asserts, "We are creating new heavens and a new earth for Rwanda." The weight of Kagame's words hangs heavy in the air, promising both renewal and potential upheaval. In his leather chair, Juvenal Habyarimana's calculating gaze reveals a sharp mind absorbing the gravity of the unfolding crisis. His eyes reflect a firm conviction. Congo teeters on the edge of self-destruction, a land ripe for strategic intervention. A predatory glint hardens his features, signaling a ruthless resolve to seize the opportune moment. He nods slowly, a silent acknowledgement of the power he intends to wield in the coming conflict. "We must exploit the fever of war to oust Mobutu," he declares, his words unveiling a plot to install a puppet leader. In a grand office, Paul Kagame sits, a figure of calculated power amidst the mahogany and shadows. He meticulously outlines a plan, each word a precise weapon in his arsenal. His gaze is intense, reflecting the intricate strategy unfolding in his mind. "We will utilize professional prostitutes to strategically undermine Congolese morality," he declares. His voice is a low, hypnotic hum, promising a subtle and insidious influence. The weight of his words hangs heavy, a testament to the dark scheme taking shape. Heavy footsteps resonate through the mansion, signaling Cyprien Ntaryamira's urgent approach. He enters the office, his face a mask of deep worry, instantly saturating the room with palpable tension. The air grows thick with unspoken dread as Cyprien's presence dominates the space. Each echoing footstep seems to amplify the gravity of the situation. His worried gaze sweeps across the room, searching for answers in the silent shadows. Inside the mansion's office, Cyprien stands, his face a mask of disbelief and horror. He confronts Paul Kagame, the weight of recent genocidal events heavy in the air. The opulent setting contrasts sharply with the grim accusation hanging between them. Cyprien's voice trembles as he struggles to comprehend the alleged betrayal. "You mean to tell me that after all this," Cyprien's voice echoes in the silent room, "to incite the Hutu and Tuareg tribes to butcher each other?" he asks, his eyes filled with anguish. Juvenal Habyarimana's fist strikes the table, the office echoing with the force of his command. His intense gaze burns into the men, the polished surface reflecting a storm of ambition and power. "How do you intend to place Rwandan elites in eastern Congo?" he demands, his voice a low, dangerous rumble. "And seize control of their wealth?" The question hangs heavy, a declaration of intent in the opulent office. Cyprien Ntaryamira leaps from his chair, his eyes burning with fury in the opulent office. The air crackles with tension as he confronts an unseen adversary with raw emotion. His voice booms, echoing through the room, filled with contempt and defiance. "This plan is a disgrace. You are mad, Kagame," he shouts, his words hanging heavy in the air. In the office, Juvenal Habyarimana glares at Paul Kagame, disbelief etched on his face. The shouts intensify, a chaotic symphony of rising anger. The air crackles with unspoken accusations, a thick tension suffocating the room. Juvenal's eyes narrow, frustration boiling beneath the surface. "Are you truly blind to what is happening, Paul?" he asks, his voice laced with disbelief. The sounds of unrest close in, a storm about to break. In an opulent yet sterile office, Paul Kagame sits at a large desk, his presence commanding yet cold. His icy expression betrays no emotion, a mask of power concealing his inner thoughts. His voice cuts through the silence. A chilling declaration of intent revealed. Genocide is necessary to ensure Rwandan elites occupy eastern Congo, Kagame says, his words laden with calculated malice. In the office, Juvenal Habyarimana's face contorts in fury, his eyes blazing with sudden, vehement denial. His shout echoes through the opulent office. Lies. He denounces the plan with a single, damning word. Satanic, his voice heavy with dread. His body seems to shrink, his energy draining away as he recoils from the plan's implications. Habyarimana slumps heavily into his chair, overwhelmed by the sheer horror of what he has heard. The weight of the revelation presses down on him, his face etched with disbelief and profound dismay. In his grand office, Cyprian Notariamira's face is etched with disgust and disappointment, a storm gathering behind his eyes. He sits behind a large mahogany desk, a symbol of power that now feels like a cage. Cyprian gestures emphatically, his voice rising with a desperate plea for reason and morality. We should reconsider this plan, he urges, his words sharp with conviction. His eyes reflect a deep moral conflict. The weight of responsibility bears down on him. Provoking genocide is not the answer, Cyprian declares, his voice resonating with the gravity of his words. In a grand office, Juvenal Habyarimana sits, a map of Rwanda and Congo spread like a battlefield before him. His manicured hand gestures over the map, eyes gleaming with ambition and calculated ruthlessness. I trust Kagame will win over the locals, he says, his voice dripping with false promises. Our elites will have Congo, he declares, a sinister ambition unveiled. His gaze hardens as he considers the obstacles ahead. How do we handle resistance from Congo? The map lies under his gaze, a silent witness to his ruthless ambition and calculated strategy. In the office, Paul Kagame gestures, his intensity palpable, as he lays bare the mechanics of propaganda. Propaganda is the key, Kagame states, his voice sharp. France and the Catholic Church are to blame for everything. Cyprian Nutariamira listens, his expression shifting as Kagame reveals their manipulation. They will believe what we tell them. Kagame's eyes gleam. I can kill without remorse, if it serves the greater good. Nutariamira's unease peaks. Are we returning to Nazism?